Not borrow loan. Oh. Do not borrow loan when you know you don't have any stream of income to pay. I beg, oh, please. A lot of factors are being considered when trying to borrow money from different loan apps in Nigeria, and I believe that is one of the reasons why my fellow Nigerians are actually scared of borrowing money from these people. But as a matter of fact, you can tell that the hike at which loan app are really increasing is just so ever much. Since the lockdown in 2020, a lot of Nigerians are actually surviving through collecting loans from banks and different loan apps, and most of these people actually get into trouble when they do not know the right loan apps to borrow from. And in today's video, I'm basically going to be enlightening you guys on some of the best Nigerian loan apps I believe, based on my personal experiences and what I thought while using the best loan apps in Nigeria that you should borrow from. But let's start with, there's no particular best loan app in Nigeria. Every one of them have its own superior features. So likewise, you can say, oh, I like what FairMoney does here, I like what Branch does here, I like what Credit does here. But in same sort of way, you can't just bring a particular loan app and say this is the best loan app. And the reason here is because after my very thorough use of these apps, I realized that each of them have one thing they have superior to the others, and each of them have one thing they have inferior to the others. So it's more like they have their cons, they have their pros. So you can't really come out and say that, okay, this is the best app or this is the worst. I can say there's a worst app basically, which I'm gonna still talk about in this video, and that's why you need to stay right here. Before we get right into the video, I just want to remind you that if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, this is the best YouTube family, and you just have to click that subscription, because here in my channel we talk about how to make money online, best ways to monetize your skills, as well things that affect the positive mindset of humanity. And if these are definitely the type of things you want to be seeing, I believe the type of things you want to be seeing, like you're human. So click on the subscription button, smash the like button, and also turn on your notifications so you won't miss out on any updates I have here on my channel. And I don't want to waste your time, let's just get right into the video. So for today's video, we'll be talking about 5 major bank loan apps in Nigeria. Sorry, not bank loan apps, but loan apps in Nigeria. And these loan apps are FairMoney, Palm Credit, Carbon, Credit, and Branch. But basically, before we actually get in there, your question might become, how can I borrow money from these loan apps? All you just have to do is download these loan apps and register. For the registration process, all you need is your BVN, your bank details, your profile details, which is your name, date of birth, and all those things for verification. And afterwards, you're just gonna see the amount you are qualified for as a startup or a beginner. I just want to make it clear that part of your bank credentials include your BVN, and that is something you do not want to play with, because BVN are very crucial. If you are actually into banking system, if you have someone's BVN, you can literally withdraw all their money. So can you really trust all the bank loan apps in Nigeria? The answer is no. The answer is no, because as much as I have actually gone through these loan apps on Google Play Store, I realized that one of the best advice I can give to you is read the reviews and make sure that the reviews are at least 10,000. And there's some loan apps that are just so disgusting. Most of these loan apps are even working under other loan apps, and that is why I do not include Soko Loan to this video. I don't trust Soko Loan that much, even if it has over 500,000 downloads on Google Play Store. Like, I can't really trust Soko Loan with my credentials, because most of these little lending companies in the Google Play Store, you can see, has the same managing pattern the way Soko Loan has. What am I talking about here? If you download Soko Loan, it has a style which their apps are being designed, you get me? There's some other apps you can actually find in Google Play Store which also have exact style which Soko Loan is being designed. And when you want to borrow from these little loan apps, what they will tell you is they do it the exact same thing Soko Loan does, and it's not safe for anybody, not just for me but for anybody. I do not know why Soko Loan should be kind of legit. As we all know, let me say it's legit. I've never used it, I don't know, but let's say it's legit. And why would you want to build other small companies doing the same thing under your own name? And they're just so small, so you can't trust them because they don't have a lot of reviews, they don't have a lot of downloads, they don't really have lots of people that can vouch for them. And that is the advice here. That is where the headman advice here comes. If you want to use a loan app, make sure that the loan app have at least 100,000 downloads in Nigeria, and read the reviews and make sure that the reviews have at least 10,000 reviews, or else you could lose your money and you won't know it's this loan apps. At least we've actually talked about the bad things and how to actually recognize some bad loan apps in Google Play Store. But now let's get into the real deal of today, and that is the 5 loan apps I want to be talking about. And I'm just going to be talking about them serially and pointing out what I think they are good at and what I know they are bad at as well, so that you can actually weigh their differences and you can predict yourself which ones are the best loan app for you. And I can tell that these are actually the top 5 loan apps in Nigeria, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Okay, so the first loan app I'm going to be talking about here is Branch, and I can assure you that Branch is literally like one of the best loan apps in Nigeria currently. They have one of the lowest interest rates, and that is just 20% interest rate. One major thing that makes Branch stand out from other bank loan apps is the fact that they do not have a late payment fee. So all other banks loan apps that I have used, I keep saying bank loan app, it's actually just loan app basically. So all other loan apps that I've used always incur late payment fees for every day you actually forget or skip to pay your loan. But something about Branch is that they do not actually allow for late payment fees. This is something that makes Branch stand out from other loan apps. And the fact that it is just 20% interest rate is so immaculate. Another great thing about Branch loan app is that for you to pay the repayment fee is just so easy. Most of this loan app will want you to have a business, a card, a Visa or a debit card, or where you can pay through Paystack. But with Branch, they give you a virtual bank account where you do if you do not have a card, you can literally just pay the money from doing a bank transfer with your ATM or with just your phone. That's so quick and easy, and kudos to Branch for that. But aside that, another bad thing for Branch is that if you actually skip the deadline, then you're not going to be giving loans again. The question becomes, what if you were not able to pay the loan on time because of a reasonable purpose, because of a reasonable reason? I mean, it's not really going to favor you, because at the end of the day, it wasn't your fault you were not able to pay on time, but Branch will not give you money again. So that is something I can say is a red flag for Branch. I mean, maybe they could work on how long you should stay before they don't give you money. Another great loan app we are going to be talking about here is Carbon, and I can say that this is my favorite. Like, it's not my best. I'm not saying it's the best here, but I say it's my favorite. And it's not my favorite because it's a loan app. It's my favorite because it has given me another banking system. So personally, I do not actually see Carbon One Finance as a loan app. I actually see Carbon One Finance as an online banking system, because with Carbon, you actually have access to your own bank account. It opens a bank account for you. You can get a virtual card or a physical card using Carbon. You can transfer, you can buy data, you can send money, you can do lots of banking transactions using your Carbon bank app. And why is it then a loan app? Like, it really doesn't make sense why people address Carbon as a loan app. But personally, to me, I see it as an online virtual bank, and that is what I use it for. Carbon Bank has been one of the best bank I've ever used, and again, it's very, very vital to add that Carbon loan app has the lowest interest rate in Nigeria. and that is 15%. One great thing about carbon is that you can actually invest your money via carbon. With carbon, you can actually have, maybe you have a savings of 50,000 naira. You can actually invest that money. You can tell them, okay, I want to invest my 50,000 naira for 1 month, and you can get interest of 10%, 5%, depending on how long you invest your money. Next loan app we're going to be talking about now is Palm Credit. Oh god, I have a lot of things to say about this loan app. I can't even say if this loan app is good or if it's not good, but it's not my favorite. And trust me, I do not recommend anybody to use Palm Credit because it's always here when you actually borrow money from them. Palm Credit at the beginning is so good, it looks so appealing, but the more you use it, the more you realize that they've been playing games with your head. Like, if you're not so smart to realize this early, you will fall victim and they will use you to make a lot of money. First trial, unlike Carbon, who gave me 1,000 naira, and Branch, who also gave me 1,000 naira for first trial, Palm Credit gave me 9,000 naira. So if you are looking for a loan app that gives out money at the beginning, like you're ready to borrow thousands, in loans, this is one of the apps you should consider. But one thing about this loan app is the more you use them, the more the money you will always be eligible to borrow increase. But it's also deceitful because the higher the money, the higher the percentage. Yes, because I was eligible for 9,000 naira loan at first trial. Okay, I was like, okay, this is cool. The interest rate was about 18%, 19%. I was like, okay, this is really good. I actually improved because I paid my loan on time because I did it for the trial, and afterwards it kept increasing. It increased to 16,000, it increased to 24,000, 25,000, and then currently it increased to 45,000. But let me tell you one deceitful thing about this loan app. Palm Credit, while I was doing amounts that were lesser than 20,000 naira, they would always give me a duration time of 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 week. But once I qualified to borrow 45,000 naira, what they did is they waived off this 2 weeks, 1 week, and they put it in 1 month, 2 months. So it means that because I'm actually borrowing money of over 40,000 and 45,000, I am meant to oblink to the extension date he gave me. So it has to be paid in 2 months as a gift. And because of the duration or the time of payment is just so long, the interest rate is 24%. Like 24%. Like, how can you give me 45,000 naira and expect me to pay you back 59,000 naira? The thing about this app is that at the beginning it really gives you money. If you pay the first one trial on time, they would give you money. They always keep increasing. They double the money, triple the money. Like, they give out money, like lots of money. So if you're looking for a loan app that really gives out money, and then Branch and Carbon may not be a good choice for you, then you should really check out Palm Credit. But hold on, because we have a lot of more. So we have 2 more loan apps to talk about. So this loan app is very good, but when you look at the disadvantages of this loan app, it's better or best for you to say that you should not use it. L Credit would give you lots of money at the first trial. At my first trial, L Credit gave me about 13,000 naira, and because I paid on time, it increased the money to 21,000 naira, 19,000 naira. In fact, currently it's on 86,000 naira. But I want to tell you something about this loan app. This loan app collects an interest rate of 21%. Yes, 21%. That is too much, right? Yeah, you can say, okay, it's fine. But do you know that even if you've been a consistent customer of this loan app for over 20 years, and just maybe on the 20th year you forgot to pay on time, just that day that you forgot to pay on time, this loan app will call the contacts on your phone, and because they have access to your contacts, because definitely that is one of the agreements you have when applying for loans using any loan app, they'll ask for permission to view your contacts. And because they have access to this contact, they'll begin to message and call your contact, which is not even advisable. And this will still happen even if you call them to plead on your behalf or to call them to extend the loan. It's still not going to work. Like, these dudes would set time, call your contacts one by one and say that so person who is your friend or maybe whom you may know is owing us, tell him to pay. Bruh, it's deadly. But aside that, one thing I really admire about the loan app is that when you're actually applying for this loan app, it makes payments of this loan app easy in a indirect way. So let me explain. When you're trying to apply to this loan app, let's say you want to apply for 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira is going to incur an interest rate of 21%, right? Which is going to be 2,100. So instead of this loan app to give you 10,000 naira and expect you to pay 12,100 naira, what they'll do is they remove the interest rate from 10,000 naira and they are going to give you 7,900 naira for you to pay 10,000 naira. So in sort of way, it works with you. I don't know, it's more appealing to pay 10,000 naira for an interest rate you took of 10,000 naira while you are giving 7,900 than for you to pay 12,100 naira. So it kind of makes sense. But aside that, it's not advisable because anytime you just fuck up on not paying on time, these dudes will call your contacts, disturb you, and paint you as if you are actually a thief who stole from them, which is not advisable for anyone because you will not have good sleep of mind. As one. Two, as I'm talking to you, a lot of people or a lot of their users are really complaining about how they actually have too much access to the details and data on their phone. So I'm beginning to think that the people working with them, maybe not the loan apps, but the people working with them are beginning to steal data from their customers. And if you go right now to Google Play Store to actually download L Credit, it's going to tell you that you should be aware of the app. It's going to give you some sort of warning before you can actually download it or install it on your phone. And that is the reason why I would not recommend this app to anybody for your peace of mind. This loan app is good, and I must say I can say it's my second favorite loan app. But the fact that I have to pay over 30% interest rate on very big amounts is very questionable, and it's more similar to Carbon here because with FairMoney you're going to get a virtual bank account of your own. I think they work with Wema Bank, so you're going to get a Wema Bank account. You can also get your card for that bank. So it's another banking system or another bank for you as a user, which you can actually use or create for your own purpose. But when it comes to the loans, they give out a lot of money. The first money these dudes gave to me was 15,000 naira. It increased to 25,000 naira. It increased to 200,000 naira. In fact, they are the best in giving out money, and their loans are good. They have 20% to 30% interest rate depending on the amount of money you're borrowing and the duration of time you're paying. And one significant thing about this loan app is that you can actually extend your loan date by paying extension fees. So when you realize that the due date is maybe tomorrow or next, and you know that you cannot pay this loan, you do not have the money to pay the loan right now, they actually have the option where you can extend the loan further and pay a little extension fee to extend the loan, and you just have your peace of mind. I think this is just the best when it comes to extension of loan and having the peace of mind. And I don't think they call that much. Yes, they have late payment fee, but with your extension of loan, you're not going to get late payment fee because you've extended loan. That is the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys have actually understood which one is the best loan app for you. But if you ask me, if you go for Carbon, for smaller monies, then if you want higher money, then go for FairMoney and be assured that things are good. That is just the two recommended loan apps I have for you. Branch as well is so good, but if you know or you're not sure that you're going to pay on time, do not do it, else you're not going to be able to get loans again. Like I said, thank you for watching this video. I remain your humble one, Umeh Obinna. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share to your family and friends, because indeed they will need to watch this video to know the right loan apps to pick from next time. And again, thank you and peace.